Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? Big E here with you from the chat tavern, as it were. Blizzard has announced the hardcore server coming up. I don't know if it's one server, many servers, I don't know. I would imagine it's just one server. Anyway, it's been getting me thinking, and I've mentioned a few times kind of like what I hope they do and what I'm expecting them to do. But I just thought I would kind of share, I guess, what I want and what I don't want from hardcore servers. I mean, this is just kind of like my wish list. This is what I wish Blizzard would do. Obviously, we don't know everything yet, right? But from what I've read, and I've been doing a lot of reading into forums and trying to find as much information as I can, there's just not a whole lot of information out there, really. But it doesn't seem like they're going to have any rules for these hardcore servers, which is a joke, really. I hope it's not like that. I really do. I hope Blizzard looks at the hardcore community and what they have done and borrows at least a little bit from them. I mean, let's be honest. If it wasn't for the hardcore community and the unbelievably awesome add-on that they created and on this rule set, Blizzard would not have hardcore servers. It wouldn't even be a thing. Blizzard recognizes, hey, these are subscriptions. People are doing this over and over. This seems like a good idea. Let's make a hardcore server. What I don't want them to do is just the least amount possible, which is really what I'm afraid is going to happen. They're going to get this server set up. People are going to flock to it initially. There are people who just love the hardcore challenge. But I'm afraid that Blizzard isn't going to do anything else. There's not going to be... Well, I jotted down some things here. It's kind of like my wants, what I want, what I would like to see on this hardcore server, and what I don't want on the hardcore server. And then I have just some things that would be nice, would be amazing if they did. First of all, what I want, what I would like to see is at least for them to use, if they don't create their own specific rules, which they should do in my opinion, they should take at least some of the rules from the HC community. Okay? And we'll get to that and what I don't want. I also think they should have achievements, official achievements you can get. It may seem silly or whatever, but it's a goal that you can work to, right? Maybe you never reach level 60, whatever. Maybe do them at level 20, at level 40, and at level 60. If you get to level 20, maybe you get a tabard, and a hardcore tabard. If you get to level 40, maybe you get a title or a pet. If you get to level 60, maybe you get a fucking mount, man. You know? And if Blizzard really wanted to invest in this and look at it as a return, which is what they're doing, not just to do the least amount possible, this would keep people in this game longer. It would keep that server a lot more active. They're going to keep pushing to get that mount. You know, you dangle that carrot. I know I would, personally. I would keep doing it. I've heard that these servers, when your toon dies, it stays in ghost form. I guess I don't care about this too much, but I honestly wish it was just gone. Your character's deleted. When you create your character, you get some dialogue saying, this is a hardcore server. If you die, your character's gone. It's not going to be taking up space on the server or whatever. It's just gone. Ghost form, I don't know. I guess, or maybe a grace period, right? If your character dies, maybe it's in ghost form for 2 weeks or a month or something, and then it's deleted. That way, at least, I guess if you're like a guild master or something, you have time to do whatever you need to do. And then, as I mentioned, I wish they would have a solid rule place or a rule set in place. If they don't use the hardcore community's rules, and I wouldn't expect them to do all of that, at least some of it, or make up their own stuff. That's really what I would like to see. Now, here's what I don't want. To me, I think this would be better. First off, no trading. There's no trading in the game, okay? There's no trading on a hardcore server. This is from the community rule set. The auction house is either not a thing, you're not allowed to use it, or that doesn't open to you until level 60. Because, I don't know, think about what this does if you can just use the auction house and you can trade and there are no rules. Like in the beginning, it's going to be rough because it's a fresh server. Nobody's going to be leveled up, right? But eventually, you give this a few months, the auction house is going to be flooded. People are going to be farming items. These level 60s are going to be going around into lower level areas where people are trying to level up. They're going to be farming all of this crap. They're trying to farm gear, sell it to these low level players. You can if the mailbox isn't disabled, you're going to be able to, if you get a level 60 character, you've got a friend who's starting out, send them whatever amount of gold. Like, it's just going to be a joke if there's no rules. It's not really going to be hardcore. It's just going to be permadeath, which I guess that fits under the hardcore definition, but still, man, come on, right? If I had my way, there'd just be no auction house. You know, this is a hardcore server. If you don't like it, don't play on the hardcore server. You can play on another server and just make up your own rules or whatever. These are just a couple of things that I wish. What I'm trying to say is I really want it to be a hardcore server. I want it to be difficult and challenging and not a joke, you know? Now, this is just something I think would be cool. Like, if I had some position at Blizzard with any power, I would push for this shit really hard. In-game, how do I word this? Like hardcore modes, different game modes of hardcore. Now, I don't know if these would be different servers, one or two different servers, or maybe just a different realm on that one hardcore server. For instance, Iron Man mode. If you don't know what the Iron Man challenge is, it's the original hardcore challenge, again created by the fans of this game, by the community. The Iron Man challenge is insane. I think it should be in classic era as well. The Iron Man challenge is you cannot have any gear above white quality, only gray and white items. There are no professions, there are no talents, you don't spec into anything. I think first aid is allowed in the Iron Man challenge. I don't think it was originally, but I think they changed that. No buffs, and it's permadeath. It's like the ultimate. Have that be maybe one realm on that server, if that's possible. Right? Like super hardcore. Maybe there's a bronze man or whatever they wanted to call it, where there would be a different rule set, right? You've got the HC community type of stuff, the standard hardcore, which is still punishing. Then you've got super hardcore, which is Iron Man. You could just do a couple of different things. Maybe there's no mounts, right? I don't know. All kinds of stuff they could potentially do there. That's just my wish. But if I'm being honest, I'm kind of prepared to be disappointed. And if that server has no rules, if it's just Blizzard acknowledging credit cards coming in, they're looking at players as a subscription, this will keep players in the game longer, and they do nothing else, I'm going to be really disappointed, but not surprised. I hope they do a little bit more. I really do. I will be playing on the servers. I'm going to give it a shot, for sure. But if there's no rules or whatever, if they haven't done anything, why wouldn't I just play on Bloodsail Buccaneers, right? Because that server's probably going to melt when these servers kick off. But if there are no rules, what you'll have is the people from Bloodsail Buccaneers, that community, they'll just come over to the new server. The Bloodsail Buccaneers will probably die. And what I imagine would happen is the hardcore community will just, like, if you want to get into this guild, they're going to be creating guilds again, and they're going to make their own rules on that server, right? Permadeath is already built in, so that's my thinking of what will happen. And that'll be sad. You know, that it's the community propping the server up again, essentially. I don't know, you'll probably have two camps, right? You'll have people who, because I know everybody doesn't like hardcore. A lot of people hate it for whatever reason. I get whatever reasons they have. You're entitled to your own opinions, and you like what you like. Just don't play on a hardcore server or whatever. Or if you like it, play on the server. Anyway, you'll have two camps. You'll have people who call it like hardcore light. They want to group up and trade and use the auction house and buy everything they need as long as they don't die. And that's cool too. Like maybe that should be a game mode along with the regular hardcore, right? You've got easy, normal, and hardcore. In other words, no rules, the HC community rules, and then the Iron Man challenge. That's what I think they should do. That server would be insane. But again, I don't think you could put it all on one. Maybe it would be different realms or whatever, man. This is just my thinking. I really hope they do it. I think we have a couple months here. I think they said the end of summer or something. So the way Blizzard works, if you don't know this by now, it's going to be towards the end of a quarter or at the start of a new quarter. This is when expansions come out. This is when they do things like this. You see sales, you see new pets and game shop items, especially around November, December, stuff like that. But it's also quarterly. That's how it works. So this is probably when we're going to see it, I would imagine, end of July, August, September, somewhere in there. Anyway, that's my little thing. Let me know what you guys think. I know everybody's not into the hardcore, but let me know what you think about it. And I also put out a thing on the community, in the community tab, about like what I should play. I think it is going to be mostly Alliance. I don't know. I might even do Horde and Alliance if there's a Horde community. And even if there's not, it doesn't really matter. The server's going to be slow to start anyway. I really dislike... I mean, I love fresh servers, but I really dislike the competition, the competing, trying to tag a mob. I hate that. But if there's no rules, you're going to have people in these groups, and it's going to be even more difficult to tag a mob. So, I don't know. I might sit it out once this thing launches. I'll give people maybe a week. Let people kind of push through these opening zones, because I'm in no hurry to sit and get frustrated and wait to tag a mob. I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch, but I really don't want to be a part of it. It's just too frustrating personally, trying to just leave the starting zone, just get a single quest done, let alone tag a single mob. But it's going to be fun. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think about it? What are you going to be playing? I think Warrior's going to be a popular choice. I'm thinking about rolling dice. I don't know. Warrior would be tough. Priest is also damn tough, I think. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I guess that's it for me. I just wanted to I've been wanting to kind of say something about the hardcore stuff coming out. I've had thoughts and ideas, and I've been listening to other YouTubers, and some of them share the same. They've been mentioning like the same type of stuff, thinking about the same stuff, and I'm sure everybody from the hardcore community probably is thinking about it. Especially if you're on a hardcore server and you join a guild specifically. If you join a guild specifically, then you know that you need that HC add-on, and you probably know what the community rules are. If you're not somebody who cares about that, you're just not joining a guild, and you're just, you're just sort of playing it without the community rule set, which is cool. That's fine. I just hope Blizzard does a little bit more than just, potential income right here, right? Do a little bit more. Do these game modes. Do something. Come up with something else, please, aside from permadeath and you remain a ghost. Please. Like, they wouldn't even take a loss. And even if you do take a loss investing in this, you're going to get it back, man. For fuck's sake. Please, please, Blizzard. I'm a small YouTuber. But please, people want this. They want to see effort. They want to see something fun. They want to see something different. Acknowledge the HC community. Acknowledge the fans of the game. And make this, like, amazing. Please do it. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.